Hello food fans and welcome to my predictions for WWE Money in the Bank 2015. So let's get started with the Kickoff Show, R-Truth versus King Barrett. Now on the extra bonus material things they have on YouTube, Barrett gave away his cloak because R-Truth soiled it. So maybe this is wishful thinking, but maybe that means he's giving up the King persona and he's gonna go back to Bad News Barrett. That'd be nice, and if that's true, I think that he's going to win this match. But if he hasn't and he's still gonna be King Barrett, which is highly possible because it wasn't a SmackDown thing, it was a YouTube thing, then I have this feeling that R-Truth's gonna pull a surprise victory. Because I think the point being is they're trying to get rid of the King persona and go back to Bad News. So he's going on a big losing streak and then saying, I'm afraid I've got some bad news, I'm back as Bad News Barrett, and just completely forget about the King. So my prediction is that R-Truth's going to win the Kickoff Show and have a surprising victory. Probably a roll-up finish as well. He'll roll up and then Barrett will be all surprised and what the hell and arguing with the ref, and then R-Truth going back down the aisle cheering away. Okay, on to the main show. I think they're going to start with the Money in the Bank ladder match to get that over and with, and then they can finish with the main event, which is the ladder match as well. So separates the two ladder matches. So this Money in the Bank ladder match is between Dolph Ziggler, Kofi Kingston, Neville, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Sheamus and Kane. Now I think if Kane wins this match, they could do a lot of interesting things with the Authority. Sort of the Authority orders them to protect Seth Rollins, and he's holding the briefcase, looking at it, looking at Seth Rollins, and then doing what they say, and having Seth Rollins just standing there after they've cleared the ring and him looking at the briefcase saying, you don't know when, it could happen at any moment. I don't think they're going to go that way, but I think they could do it and it'd be interesting. Now, who I do think is going to win this, I think is pretty damn obvious because it's the only person they've built up the entire time. Granted, I will admit they've only had 2 weeks to do so, but they've only done it to one person, which is Roman Reigns, so I'm pretty sure Roman Reigns is winning this match. I'm like 90% certain. Next match is the Tag Team Championship match, the New Day versus the Primetime Players. Now I'm going to guess that the New Day are going to retain, but I like this because I like that the fact that they're very old school heels. They are so under people's skin, you want them to get beat, but they keep going against the odds. Yes, they're cheating, but they keep pulling out these victories out of their backsides, and you just want to see someone beat them. And that's the reason why I think the smartest thing to do is to let them have the biggest winning streak of their lives. Keep the belts on them, and just let them keep pulling out these victories out their backsides. I think it's the best thing they can do. Next match, John Cena versus Kevin Owens. Now, as much as this is going to be an awesome match, why the hell are we having this rematch? There's no reason for it. Yeah, there was the comments on Raw, but this match was announced like, what, 5 minutes after the first one happened? It was like, and your winner, Kevin Owens, and here's a rematch. Why? There's no real story reason to have this rematch, other than John Cena's lost, so now he wants to get his win back. Well, maybe he doesn't, maybe it's Vince saying he's got to get his win back, but this match really doesn't make much sense to have. But Cena's winning. As much as I want to see Kevin Owens win, and this will truly place himself in a dominant position and really would put over NXT, I really don't see Cena losing a second time to Kevin Owens. Maybe because after that they'll have another match which will make sense, because then they're one apiece, so it's like, who is the best man? Maybe Owens can win that one, but going 2-0 against Cena, not gonna happen. Next match, the Intercontinental Championship match, the Big Show. No, sorry, let me try again. Ryback versus... I'm sorry, I can't even read this without falling to sleep. This is The Big Show versus Ryback. Ryback retains. He won the belt 2 weeks ago. They're not taking it off of him. Why the Miz is being involved in this, I have no idea. But I don't see it being a very good match at all. Everyone's been pointing out the fact that Ryback picked up the Big Show on Monday Night Raw, and why would he do that? Because it shows he can do that. Just pointing this out, when Ryback fought a big guy, like for example Mark Henry, he can pick them up when all he does is pick them up. But after he's wrestled a match, so he's tired, he struggles tremendously to pick up the big guys. And I don't blame him. I won't be able to pick up the Big Show, but I don't see him picking up the Big Show for the shell shock at the end of the match. It's just me. Maybe he's got better at it, but I doubt it. I am going to be bored by this match, so Ryback retains. The next match, the Divas Championship match, Nikki Bella versus Paige. Now, I know last time I said that Paige was going to win, and I said it was a long shot, but I just had a feeling I was clearly wrong. But I have been watching the YouTubes, and from Wrestle Talk TV they have a theory, and it makes sense that they're going to keep the belt on Nikki Bella until she beats AJ Lee's record. And yeah, I completely agree now. I was wishful thinking, I admit that totally, 100% that Paige was going to win, but Nikki's going to retain until she beats AJ Lee's record. So yeah, but a massive problem I have with this match is Nikki and Brie Bella are heels again. They were baby faces for a month. What was the point? They were baby faces for no reason. It was, hey, we're turning babyface now. Everyone cheer us. Yay! And then 2 weeks later, they pull twin magic, which doesn't work anymore, by the way. Everyone's saying about how Brie was covering her face so you couldn't tell it was her. Just pointing this out, you don't tell the Bella twins apart by their face. They are identical twins. One of them had cosmetic surgery. That is how you tell them apart. And it wasn't even the same outfits. Nikki had the shiny latex, and Brie had like a cotton outfit. It was... come on. Twin magic doesn't work anymore. Just keep them heel now. They work better as heels. Just... yeah. Next match, the WWE Championship ladder match, Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. Now, the authorities said that they're not going to get involved in the match, and I actually think that might be true, but I still think that Seth Rollins will win the match. I do think there'll be a little bit of funny business going on, but I think he's going to win. But even though I think it's going to be a good match, I do think it will be quite straightforward, and yeah. But let me know. Wait, what's this? Yes, I think at the end of the event, assuming I'm right in the Money in the Bank ladder match and Roman Reigns does win, which again I'm about 90% sure he will do, I don't think he's going to hold onto the briefcase for very long. Now, I could be wrong and he doesn't cash it in the same night, but if that's the case, I think he'll be cashing it in the next event in a I'm going to cash this in and I want a match with you at the next pay-per-view. That makes some sort of sense, but I think that the whole revenge thing, considering Seth Rollins cashed in at him in WrestleMania, I think that doing it in a right after you've had a grueling ladder match would be a very good way of doing it, because then he gets the revenge. Now, a lot of people thinking that Seth Rollins is going to hold on to the championship until SummerSlam and face Brock Lesnar for WWE Championship, as then Brock Lesnar can have his revenge. But I think that it would work also Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship match, to have that WrestleMania match that they should have had. I think that would work. But that being said, I also think if Seth Rollins doesn't have the championship and Brock Lesnar says, I'm still pissed at you, and goes for him, so he doesn't compete for the championship, that would be best for everyone. Because even though Brock Lesnar's championship reign was a lot better than I expected, I still think he should turn up to more shows if he's going to be champion and be at every single pay-per-view. That much hasn't changed, but I don't see him doing that. So I think if he doesn't fight for the championship, that is best for business and best for everybody. So now, for real, let me know what you think. If you agree with me, let me know in the comments below, and like, favourite, subscribe. I am the Food. Thanks for listening.